Shalom Yasharala. I'm your brother Benaiah of the South Arm of the Great Millstone Camp here in Trinidad, Heralds of Yahushai, coming to you with another lesson through the spirit and power of Yahweh Ba'asham Yahushai. But first, we give all honor, all glory, all praises to Yahweh Ba'asham Yahushai, Ba'asham Rakah HaKodash. Double honors to the apostles, prophets, and teachers of Great Millstone, our spiritual fathers who do rule well. Peace and salutations to the sincere Akim and Akwath who are following this truth in all diligence and all sincerity. Now, the lesson today is called a false sense of security. A false sense of security. Now, pertaining to the topic, if you look around at the events taking place in the world today, and you're seeing crime on the rise, civil unrest, and what have you, you notice persons are no longer feeling as safe as they once did, let me say probably 30 or 40 years ago. Persons are expressing that sense of urgency where crime and criminality is concerned, because it seems as though, especially in our country, it seems as though the criminal element is running amok unrestrained. It seems as though the authorities could do very little to stop them. So persons have become obsessed with security. This is why we have home security systems. The sale for those technologies have skyrocketed in the last 30, 40 years. Home security systems. We see businesses hiring armed security more than they did, let we say, 30, 40 years ago. You saw the various protective services in countries increasing the budget, allocating more money to purchase equipment and staffing and training for persons in the various protective arms of the government in a country. Because why? They recognize the people's desire to feel safe. Now, all this could work to your benefit as well as it could work against you. And this is why this lesson was chosen through the spirit and power of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. Right now, with everything that we are seeing, the solutions put forth is being put forth to give you a false sense of security. And it's with these measures that are being put forth to deal with the rise in civil unrest and crime and criminality. These systems being put forward is not actually for your benefit, but it's for your imprisonment and your eventual downfall pertaining to you taking the MOTB. Because the MOTB is what's going to be pushed on the earth as the be-all and the end-all solution for crime and criminality and the ills of society, where everyone will have all the information needed in a chip in the skin or in their forehead, in their arm or in their forehead. And this is what they have been marketing for the longest while as the means in which for people to feel safe, hence a false sense of security. So this is 1 Thessalonians chapter 5 and verse 3. It says, "For when they shall say peace and safety, then sudden destruction cometh upon them, as travail upon a woman with child, and they shall not escape." And this is why they're going to be pushing the MOTB, which is the RFID chip, so vehemently on the public. And you could see many ads and many companies being the forerunners endorsing the use of this technology. It's being touted and marketed as a means to stop crime, to stop to stop identity theft, to stop thieves getting your wallet. You know, you're losing your wallet, you're losing your keys to enter your car or to enter your home. So these things are being put forward, and the people are saying peace and safety. The various arms are promising the people that they could keep them safe if they sign over the certain freedoms. You know? But what the scripture say? When they say peace and safety, then sudden destruction cometh upon them. And this is how they lure you into a false sense of security. Governments, when they see threat and danger, you think they just tell the public? No. Government operate on a need-to-know basis. So they don't tell or reveal information to the average common folk unless it's absolutely necessary. It says, but ye brethren are not in darkness, that day should overtake you as a thief. So, Tawada to Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai for pouring out the Ruach HaKodesh upon us, for we to understand the times that we are in. And this should be in the stability of our times. We see it for what it is. We recognize the enemy for who he is and his various devices that he has turned to use against the children of Israel. And his chief device is the implementation of the MOTB. And he's going to lure the world, even 2/3 of our people, to get this technology through his mantra, through his motto of peace and safety. And he's going to use the various arms of government at his disposal to push this agenda. Let's get another precept to go with that. Isaiah chapter 13. I read verses 6 to 9. It says, howl ye, for the day of Yahweh is at hand. And that's what the prophet's doing. While they're telling you peace and safety, we telling you the truth that, hey, don't fall for it. It's actually doom and gloom. This is why they call us the prophets of doom. Because this is why people can't stand us. All their fear mongering. All they want people to do is to be afraid. The government say everything will be okay, but all you're out here teaching against that. Why? Because the scriptures say so. Howl ye, for the day of Yahweh is at hand. It shall come as a destruction from the Almighty. So everything that you see taking place on the earth is happening because it's the will of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai. You know, there's a scripture in Hosea where it says, shall a trumpet be blown in the city? I'm going to get it. No. Hosea 3. No. Pardon me. I'm trying to remember it off the top of my head. Well, bear with me. Mr. Let me type it in. Slovakia. Find it here. It's Amos, not Hosea. That's why I can't find Slovakia. This is Amos 3:6. Shall a trumpet be blown in the city, and the people not be afraid? Shall there be evil in a city, and Yahweh had not done it? Everything that is taking place at the behest and the will of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai. It says, surely Yahweh power will do nothing, but he revealeth his secrets unto his servants the prophets. This is why we howling. This is why we sounding the alarm, telling you don't fall for it. Don't believe it. You know, there was an episode on Tom and Jerry with a white mouse that escaped from a laboratory after drinking some explosive chemicals. And they were telling people through a radio broadcast, be careful how they're handling the mouse, else it could explode because it ingested enough chemicals to destroy a city block. Needless to say, in the cartoon, they said it was no longer a threat pertaining to the white mouse, so it's safe, it wouldn't explode. And Tom kicked the white mouse and it exploded. So when Tom rise up out the rubble looking real battered and bruised, you still hear the radio announcer saying, I repeat, the mouse will not explode. You know what Tom said? Don't you believe it. And this is what I'm saying to you today. You people call us the prophets of doom and gloom because you have allowed these people to trick you into a false sense of security. We are here to tell you, don't you believe it. Don't believe them. Verse 7, it says, therefore shall all hands be faint, and every man's heart shall melt, and they shall be afraid. Pangs and sorrow shall take hold of them. They shall be in pain as a woman that travaileth. They shall be amazed at one another. Their faces shall be as flames. Behold, the day of Yahweh cometh, cruel both with wrath and fierce anger, to lay the land desolate, and he shall destroy the sinners thereof out of it. So while all you're listening to these people with their lies about peace and safety, understand that Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai is the one who could give true peace, true safety. And that safety starts with us doing what? Calling upon the name of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. Scripture says the name of the Lord is a strong tower, and the righteous run to it and are safe. Is the name of the Lord given to all people? No. And in this time, only the elect of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai calling upon the name of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. Let's get another precept. Jeremiah chapter 8 and verse 11. This is what it says. And this is why you are not seeing slave plantation Christian pastors being censored when they have the various podcasts or the various videos, whether it's on YouTube, Facebook, or what have you. This is the reason that they are not facing censorship. It's because they're not really speaking against the agenda. They're teaching love and acceptance for all. You know? They're teaching everybody should be holding hands singing Kumbaya, because everybody on earth is the same. We are one people. You know, it's one God we serve, no matter the name you call him and what have you. You know, don't study these men, these Hebrew Israelites. They are just prophets of doom. Don't study them. The Lord is not going to destroy you. Because why? The law no longer exists. You're under grace. And you just have to say the sinner's prayer and all is forgiven. Giving you a false sense of security. And when you have a false sense of security, you neglect danger. You do not see danger. You are actually blinded to it. This is Jeremiah chapter 8 verse 11. For they have healed the hurt of the daughter of my people slightly, saying, peace, peace, when there is no peace. And there's what your pork chop eating pastors and your government leaders are doing. They're telling you everything is okay. Don't study what these men are saying. The world is not going to end. We're still in control. We have the solution to deal with crime. We have the solution to deal with the weather. We have the solution to deal with any problem. Because human ingenuity will triumph over so-called faith in some sky god or some sky daddy, as is like to say. And with that, they have lured the people into a false sense of security. Let's get another precept. James chapter 4 and verses 4. It says, ye adulterers and adulteresses, know ye not that the friendship of the world is enmity with power? Whosoever therefore will be a friend of the world is an enemy of power. And why did I go to this scripture? You see, when you have been lured into a false sense of security, you're going to actually give your strength to the oppressive system that tell you that, hey, everything is okay, and actually going to fight against this truth, fight against Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai and the men who he has raised up to warn you. Do you Jakes realize that a lot of Israelites is going to fight the return, going to try to fight Yahushai when he returns? It's not just only Edomites, you know. We're going to have Israelites joining hand in hand with Esau and the other nations to fight the return of Yahushai. Because why? They have fallen for that narrative of peace and safety. You could have peace and safety and acceptance if you cast your lot with us. Let's get 1 John chapter 2 verse 15. 1 John chapter 2 and verses 15. It says, love not the world, neither the things that are in the world. If any man love the world, the love of the Father is not in him. And love goes back to what? The keeping of the law. What are they pushing on the earth today? They're pushing lawlessness. But what they don't realize, if you're not under the laws of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, then you have resigned or you have given yourself over to the law of sin and death. Life functions with laws. Good and evil function with laws. So when you turn your back on one law, don't think you're not going to have to follow any law. Of course you're going to follow law. There's a law unto sin and death. That's the law you follow. And that law gives you a false sense of security because you believe you have the power and the might in your hand to change the prophecies of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, to change the outcome of his judgment. It says, for all that is in the world, the lust of the flesh, the lust of the eyes, and the pride of life is not of the Father, but of the world. And that's how they get in you. They have in your eye focus on the carnal. They have they fueling your desire to gather stuff. They have a nice big house, as they say the American dream is. Or the dream is to have a nice house, a nice car, have a beautiful wife, have money in the bank, able to travel the world, all these things. That's what they aspire to. And no mention of righteousness, truth, keeping the laws of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, or trying to ensure that you're ready to receive Yahushai when he returns. Verse 17. And the world passeth away. Notice what the scriptures say. And the world passeth away. It's going to pass. They're telling you peace and safety. Don't worry about things. We on top of everything. But Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, the power of heaven and earth, said the world is going to pass away, and the lust thereof. But he that doeth the will of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai abideth forever. This is why I told you this is the true peace and safety. There is no peace and no safety to be had in this world without Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. And there's what you fools refuse to acknowledge. You fools refuse to take heed. Because you have drunk the Kool-Aid of the liars of the earth, Esau, Edom, and fallen, I don't want to say victim, because you people are willing victims. Fallen prey to his lies of peace and safety. He have lured you into a false sense of security. This is why they are so boastful in their military might and having people believe in it. What the scripture say? Woe unto thee who go down to Egypt for help. Roughly paraphrasing. Egypt is going to collapse. It's going to crumble. Scripture say, unless the Lord build the house, he that buildeth the house, what? Do it what? Build it in vain. It's not going to stand. So that house where Esau built, where he telling you, hey, come in my house. It has safety. It has food. It has shelter. It's not going to last. It's going to crumble. 1 John 4 verse 1. It says, beloved. And this is why we call them liars, which they are. This is why we warning our people. This is why we are encouraging you to get back to this truth. Serve Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. Keep his laws, statutes, and commandments. Make your body a living sacrifice. It says, beloved, believe not every spirit. Because the scripture talk about the spirit of lies. There are men who are deceived by the spirit of lies. That's why the scripture say both the deceived and the deceiver are his. And the Lord has done it before. Time and time again, we have put the spirit of lies and deception on persons because he wants to bring about the death, the destruction, and the downfall of another. Beloved, believe not every spirit, but try the spirits whether they are of power, because many false prophets are gone out into the world. And these many false prophets, your T.D. Jakes, your Benny Hinn, your Creflo Dollar, your Jesse Duplantis, your Nate, Bishop Nathaniel, you know, all these other men who are not teaching the 100% doctrine, they are your false prophets, giving you a false sense of security. And giving you that false sense of security, they have made you merchandise. Let's get a precept to go again. Ezekiel, chapter 13, verses 9 and 10. It says, "And my hand shall be upon the prophets that see vanity and that divine lies," because the Lord is going to judge them. You did not tell the people what I say to tell them. You didn't warn them. "They shall not be in the assembly of my people, neither shall they be written in the writing of the house of Israel. Neither shall they enter into the land of Israel, and ye shall know that I am Yahweh your power. Because they have seduced my people, saying peace, and there was no peace. And one built up a wall, and lo, others daubed it with untempered mortar." Untempered mortar is mortar that can't hold the bricks together. The house is flimsy. The foundation can't stand. And that is what your pork chop eating pastors and these other religions on earth are. They're saying peace and safety, and they're building up walls, building up temples and tabernacles with untempered mortar. So look here for that pause. So you see in your pork chop eating pastors, they continue to lie to you people. They continue to give you a false sense of security. Talking about we're not under the law, we're under grace, and the law no longer, and if you commit a transgression, just simply say the sinner's prayer and all is forgiven. False sense of security. Let's get Jeremiah 14:14. Jeremiah chapter 14 verse 14. It said, "Then Yahweh said unto me, the prophets prophesy lies in my name. I send them not, neither have I commanded them, neither spake unto them. They prophesy unto you a false vision and divination, and a thing of naught, and the deceit of their heart. Therefore thus saith Yahweh concerning the prophets that prophesy in my name, and I send them not, yet they say, sword and famine shall not be in this land. By sword and famine shall these prophets be consumed. And the people to whom they prophesy shall be cast out in the streets of Jerusalem because of the famine and the sword, and they shall have none to bury them, their wives, nor their sons, nor their daughters, for I will pour their wickedness upon them." So the system telling all your peace and safety, all your don't worry. Everything is okay. We on top of things. We have the technology. You see Trump creating the Space Force to deal with interstellar threats, which we know, those of us in the truth know, that is to fight against Yahushai. A false sense of security they have lured you people to. Let's get Jeremiah 23, our last precept. Jeremiah chapter 23 verses 25 and 26. It says, "I have heard what the prophets said, that prophesy lies in my name, saying, I have dreamed, I have dreamed." How many, when you look at leaders, when they're giving the great speeches, they always say, "I have a dream, and a dream for this place," and all kind of thing, and none of the dream includes serving Yahweh by Shem Yahushai. It says, "How long shall this be in the heart of the prophets that prophesy lies? Yea, they are prophets of the deceit of their own heart, which think to cause my people to forget my name." Because didn't I show you the precept, and I said earlier that the name of the Lord is a strong tower, and the righteous are safe and run to it. The righteous run to it and are safe. So when you forget the name of your power, what happened? You forget the safety. So you're not trusting in Yahweh B'Hashem Yahushai to be that safety, but you're trusting in who? Esau Edom and their version of peace and safety, which is no version at all. Which thing to cause my people to forget my name by their dreams, which they tell every man to his neighbor, as their fathers have forgotten my name for Baal. And that is what you people do, serving the gods of the heathens. You have forgotten the name of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, and you have believed the false sense of security they have fed you, because why? You are serving their gods. So as the lesson entails a false sense of security, and hopefully this lesson was edifying, you people leave with a better understanding and understand that true peace and safety could only be found in Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai and in this truth. So with that, I pray this lesson was edifying. I'm your brother Abaniah of the South Arm of the Great Millstone Camp here in Trinidad, Heralds of Yahushai, saying Shalom till the next lesson.